What's going on, guys? This is the first time I've done this in a long time, man. I haven't done this in a while, guys. I was having some computer issues before. Can everybody hear me? Everybody good? There's not a lot of people in the chat, man. What's up, man? What's up, Mike? Mike. What's up? Haven't done this in a while. I feel like a virgin right now. What do I do? No, I'm just joking. It's just been a while. I was having computer issues a long time, and I was getting the issues there, and then I just didn't go live for a long time, man. My computer was caca, pure caca. Now I'm back. Been back for a while, and let's talk some football, man. What's everybody want to talk about? What's going on? What's going on, Bryce? How you doing, buddy? James Stratton, Jimbo G. What's up, my man? How you doing, buddy? Curse and Matthew Stafford into his house. What's up, buddy? Let's go Lions. That's right, man. Let's go Lions. Now, whenever I do my shows, I got problems up here, man. I got problems right there. I need to work on that. But that's for another day. Yeah, man. Shoot some questions at me, guys. Usually we just go with the flow, kind of talk about what's going on. We can talk about some free agency. Thanks, bro. Thanks, Steve-O. Figured out your green screen. It looks good, Mark. Yeah. Been messing around with it, man. I got some nice lights now. I got the green screen. Things are looking better, man. I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers. Everything's looking better lately. I'm about 77 away from 1,000. Keep going up. Like once I hit 900, I went up a little bit, and I'm down, up, down. So it's pretty cool. What's going on, Hatter's house? Where was the woo? There it is, buddy. One Pride Nation, what's up, bro? Frog Crop, what's going on, man? Super Ginger. Yeah, boy, Super Ginger. What's up, buddy? So close, Mike. I'm getting there, bud. I'm getting there. It's weird. Like I get a couple subscribers, and then a few will unsubscribe, and then subscribe back, unsubscribe. It's weird. It's kind of going through a little bit. But I shot in the last month. In the last month, I shot from like six something, low 600s to like boom, like up to 930 right now, or 928, whatever I'm at right now. My boy Avery Giovanni, what's up, brother? Love Avery, man. He's got a great channel. Keeps it real. I love it. Is it me, or does Goff look like a turd? You know what, man? You know what? I'm not gonna say he looks like a turd, bro, but he looks out of place, man. He just looks out of place. He's an LA kid, man. An LA kid in Detroit. He's gonna look out of place. It's my God, that guy goes anywhere in the world. That guy looks out of place. You know what I mean? Except for California. He just blonde hair, blue eyes, 6'4", skinny, a little bit of attitude. You know what I mean? He looks out of place, man. But you know what I mean? He's on an audition, and I'm going to stick with that. Auditioning for the Detroit Lions. What's up, Trox? How you doing, buddy? Snoil OG. Where you at, Trox? I just seen you, bud. Home stretch to 1K. Let's get it, buddy. Yeah, One Pride Nation. Woo! Vash Darwin, what's up, bud? Oh, yeah, almost getting there, Vash. Almost getting there, Vash. What's up, man? What's up, Noble Sports? What's up, buddy? Goff said he's a Wings fan? Of course he is. Now he is. You sure he's not a Kings fan or a St. Louis Blues fan? All right. That's all right. What's up, Justin May, the rapper? Johnny Dundera. Where's the picture, bro? You were so handsome in that picture, man. Where were you? Come on, Johnny. You got to get that pic back up, buddy. TA, happy Sunday, boys. Yes. Goff reminds me of Joey Harrington. Hopefully he plays better. Well, he's better than Joey. I'm going to get that out of the way right now, Snoil. He's better than Joey Harrington. For one, we ride Joey Harrington a lot in this city, and we should. But he didn't have a lot to work with here. At least with Goff, he's had some, he's had some weapons. He's had weapons in LA. So, but I think he's a better football player. He's a better quarterback. That's kind of I can't compare him to Joey, brother. I can't compare him to Joey, man. Joey was awful. Only played good when he played us. Came back on that Thanksgiving Day and just destroyed us. What do you think about the future? In my opinion, this team is trending towards the playoffs in 2022. Whoa. Sky's the limit in 2023 if they make the right picks. Okay. Listen, I've been known to drink a lot of Kool-Aid. No, in the past. I'm not drinking it just yet. I love what the future looks like. I really do. But playoffs, man, I can't. Not yet. I want to see what they do this year. I want to see how they play. I don't expect them to win. I don't expect wins. I just don't, man. I just really don't. I still don't trust our wide receiving core. Our wide receiving core has not been fixed. And if anybody thinks that, you better go look at some at the stat line at Rashad Perryman and Tyrell Williams. Tyrell Williams was a nice addition. Perryman addition, whatever. We got a fast guy that's never produced. Okay, that's never produced except for 1 year in Tampa Bay when guys went down, and then he showed that he had a little bit of fire in him. Played good, but he's never stayed healthy. He's never stayed healthy. So, but I think we're trending upwards, man. We're definitely trending upwards. I can't say towards the playoffs, though. I can't really say that, man. That's tough, bro. That's tough, Steve-O. Can't really say the playoffs. Not yet. I just can't do it. Yeah, buddy. He looks exactly like Ryan Gosling. He looks exactly like Ryan Gosling, man. Get those likes up, guys. Get those likes up. 21 in the building. Right on, man. Probably the most I've ever had. Getting more subscribers, so it just seems like people in the chat will come. Goff looks like he needs to do some military presses and bulldoze. Man, he's skinny, dude. I don't know how that guy's 230. Seriously, I don't know, 225 or whatever he is. I don't see it, man. But man, he is thin. He's got no muscle definition whatsoever. You know what I mean? It's hey, he's lasted 5-6 years in the league, so but he's got no muscle definition, man. I'd love to know how much he can bench press. Like 225. Somebody pull up that on the combine. If he even, I bet you he didn't even do that. I bet you he didn't even do the bench. If he did, I don't remember. Johnny D, what's up, buddy? You know, can the Lions season get here any faster? No, man. Let's get the draft, man. No, I want the draft to get here. I want the draft first. Then we can see what's going on. 100%, man. Lions are getting a third-round comp pick, 100%. We're getting more than just that pick. There's a possibility we could end up with like 12, 13 picks in this draft. I think we can only get 4 comp picks, so it ranges from like third round to third to I don't know if it goes to 6th or 7th. I'm not sure how that really works out, but we can get we're gonna get one for Prater. I think we're going to get one for Marvin Jones, Jamal Agnew, Kenny G. So there's 3 or 4 right there. So then I think we got 8. So I think we're going to have for sure 11, 12 picks. That's what it looks like right now. Like the receiver Terry from Florida State. Scary Terry, man. That guy's a monster. He reminds me of Randy Moss, man. The kid is a beast. Thanks, TA. Thanks, buddy. What's going on, Sheldon? How you doing, man? Ludell, Wesley. What's up, man? Scary Terry. That's right, man. He does remind me of Harrington. We'll see how good he looks under pressure. Yeah, well, I can't say he reminds me of Joey Blue Skies, man. That's terrible. Man, if that's the case, we're in a lot of trouble. I already think we're in enough trouble as it is, man. We're getting Joey Harrington comparisons. Oh, no. Good question. Would you be okay if they took Pitts? Kyle Pitts, the tight end out of Florida, right? At 7, 100% I would be. 100% I would be. He's getting drafted in the first round. I don't know when Florida's pro day is, but I wouldn't be happy with it. I wouldn't be happy with it, man. You don't draft a tight end in the first round and hope he plays wide receiver. I just think that's a little bit careless, and it's not a way to rebuild. You know what I mean? It's just I don't think it's a way to rebuild, and we'd be in trouble. Like, so you're going to draft Kyle Pitts, okay? Not only are you drafting Kyle Pitts, a tight end, okay, and there's no knock on this kid. I think his ceiling is boom, and his talent is through the roof. But not only are you drafting a Kyle Pitts, but now you're making him your number 1 wide receiver. That's basically what you're doing. That's basically what you're doing, because you're not drafting him to play tight end unless you're just doing a strictly two-set tight end, like a two tight end set. Sorry, spit it out, Orum. You know what I mean? Unless you're doing that, which I don't know, man. At 7, 100%. They could trade back, maybe grab him, but there's still guys that I want ahead of him, man. There's still guys that I want ahead of him. But I love his skill set, man. He's definitely a beast, bro. TA, ISN, oh, yeah. He's been talking him up, bro. TA is the one to go to when it comes to college football players. I wish I was as good as him as evaluating guys, man. He's the guy to go to, man, when you want to see college players in the evaluation. TA nails it, man. I can't compare him to Joey, bro. I can't, man. You know what I mean? It's tough. Like, man, come on. Joey was a train wreck here. That's my new word, by the way. I say it a lot, but train wreck, it's 2 words. Train wreck, but it's that's my new saying. I might put it on a T-shirt, actually. Lions got hit on all 6 draft picks, impact players, 100%. TA. Here's the thing with me. I can't stand losing this year, but I don't want us to get blown out. No, I don't want to get blown out every game, bro. I'm not hoping they lose. Let's get that straight, my man. I'm not hoping they lose. I can't stand losing either. I'm just expecting it, because they're gutting this whole team, okay? And whether everybody wants to believe it or not, we are getting – okay, we're not getting a quarterback that's as good as Stafford. I don't think Stafford's way above him, but I think Goff is below him. And then you took away all his wide receivers. And you're so far, you got guys like Quintez Cephas, Tyrell Williams, Rashad Perryman as your go-to wide receivers. That's not good. That's not good. Don't expect Jared Goff to do much with that. Perryman ain't gonna last the year. I'll tell you right now, he won't. He will get hurt. He will. Tyrell Williams, I like his skill. I love his skill set. I love it. Hopefully he can stay healthy, man. But in reality, he's a number 2 wide receiver in this league. You know what I mean? He needs to stay healthy. That's just one guy that needs to stay healthy. He just needs to, or Goff will be in trouble. He needs something. And then we got the draft, man. Then we got the draft. And then you got Hawkinson to bail him out a few times. And you got a good duo of running backs that's going to help out Goff. So, and then his defense, what's changed? We got Romeo back. Thank goodness, man. We got Romeo back. Jamie Collins is back. He's a decent linebacker. Other than that, you know what I mean? Okuda needs to step up. Owarrior needs to step up. They need to build some kind of D-line to help our secondary. Brockers was a nice addition. So I don't see any crazy great additions to the defense just yet. Brockers was nice, but that's all it was nice. Facts, Mike. I can't wait for Scary Terry video by TA. Yeah, man. Joey couldn't adjust his protections at the line. The Lions, yeah, the Lions did him wrong. He developed happy feet because he was scared for his life. Yeah, you know what I mean? He just wasn't as good as advertised too, man. But it is true. He did have enough weapons then to help him succeed. Who was his best weapon? Roy Williams? Like, come on, man. Big D 7-3. What's up, brother? Slater at 7 or trade down wide receiver in later rounds. That's what I want. I want a wide receiver in a second or third. I would love Slater at 7 if he's there. I still banging the table. Mike Mayocking that all day bang for Micah Parsons. I still love him. He's still my guy at 7, but I can always be persuaded about somebody else. But I do love Rashawn Slater. I even like him better than Sewell. Not by much, but I like him just a little bit better. We need to at least be competitive. 100%, bro. You know what? I don't think guys like Campbell and this coaching staff are going to consider anything less. Like, this is what it is, man. And they're not just going to play guys because draft status and all that stuff. They want competitors out there. Scary Terry's a beast at wide receiver. Yeah, you know what, man? I like him a lot, man. Second round, TA? Lions just win us a Super Bowl before the day we die, please. Woof. Hey, man. What a friggin' playoff game, man. What a playoff game. How about that? Win a playoff game. TJ Vasher and Terry would be nice third round. I like TJ Vasher. Probably because he made love to his girlfriend too much. That's probably why. Whose girlfriend? Goff? Have you seen his girl? Bruh. Brandon Kenny, what's up, man? I love it, man. You know what? Thanks, man. I love Williams next to Swift. That so far is probably my favorite signing. You know what I mean? It's probably my favorite signing. This is a kid that can step in if Swift goes down, and he's a perfect complement to DeAndre Swift. And he's a guy that's not going to make a lot of noise negatively. I go follow that guy, man. I was following him, I think, before he was even a Lion. I was following him because he is the most energetic, positive guy on the planet, man. He's always smiling. He's always bopping around, man. I love his attitude, man. And that's good for the locker room. It's good for the locker room to loosen a lot of guys up, man, because a lot of guys are uptight, man. And a guy like Jamal Williams, who's got production behind him, he's got high character, and he's a good guy, and he's well likable. I love that move, bro. And again, I must have heard that about 20 times yesterday in about 10 minutes. Hi, baby. Hi from your girls. There's the wife right there. Everyone say hi to the wife. That's my baby. Shared you out, Mark. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it, man. One love, buddy. Yeah, here we go, Jimbo G. I understand a wide receiver core ain't been fixed, but I think they're trying to do what New England did and coach up these players and turn them into something special. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm not trying to bash. I'm not trying to bash on them, man. I just don't expect a lot from these guys that they sign. I really don't expect a lot from Perryman. Man, I'd be shocked if that guy stays healthy for 10 games. Really, I would, man. 10 games, I think, is asking a lot because he's only done it once. He's only stayed healthy for double-digit games in one season, man. And that was last year. I think it was last year, man. He played 12 games for the Jets. So I love the speed. I love they have guys that are capable. But I expect nothing from Perryman. I think Williams might be decent. Williams can stay healthy. I think he'll be decent, man. I really do. I think his skill set is perfect. You know what I mean? He not only can he fly, but he can jump through the roof. You know what I mean? And he's got decent hands. He just needs to stay healthy, man. He's another guy. But same thing over and over again. These guys need to stay healthy, man. It's like a broken record, Jimbo. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy, Vash. Thanks, buddy. Scary Terry's probably one of the best deep ball wide receivers in this draft. I love him, man. I love his skill set, bro. He reminds me so much of Randy Moss. I didn't know when we were talking through that Vox, through the Voxer, bro, that you said the same thing about that he reminds you of Randy. When I watched him play, man, I was like, that kid's Randy Moss, man. Whoa, yeah, there we go. Getting up there, buddy. Getting up there. I don't think I've ever reached. I was having trouble reaching the 20s. This is awesome. I love it, man. She is the GOAT, buddy. She is the GOAT, man. And baby, that means greatest of all time. If you're listening, it's not a bad thing. So you don't like the signing of KJ for your? You know what, bro? I just think it was unnecessary. I honestly think that signing came from Steve Smith of the NFL Network. He used to play for the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. He came on there a few days before, man, and just dogged out the Giants because they signed John Ross. I think it was a John Ross signing, which I think is a terrible signing as well. He was saying that the Giants just don't want a dog. They don't want a dog. They don't want this. They don't want a leader in that wide receiver room. And I think a couple of days later, boom, you saw Kenny Golladay get signed. Now, I don't think he's worth $18 million, man. I really don't. Apparently, it can go up to his numbers can go up to $20 million per year based on bonuses now. That's what I was reading today. So if he stays healthy, man, he's got to ball out, though, probably, and he can go up to $20 million. I don't think he's worth that kind of money. I think he's, honestly, $13 million, $14 million player. Probably should have went on a one-year deal, maybe around 12 or 13. Honest, I really do. But he bet on himself, man. He bet on himself, and he won. Now, leave it up to my Giants and Dave Gettleman to be the ones that bit. Thank goodness it wasn't us, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad we weren't the team that bit. You know what I mean? Now, Kenny Golladay is not going to bring the Giants a championship. He's not. That team is so far away, man. They have a terrible O-line. Their defense is horrific. Got some weapons at wide receiver. Got a good running back, but he can't stay healthy. Barkley cannot stay healthy. He goes down there in trouble, even though Wayne Gallman did play well for them. He played really well, actually. Wayne Gallman. One thing the Giants can do, they can run the football. They can run the football, but other than that, their O-line is terrible. Other than that, man. But they have really good running backs. That's what they have. And they got the addition of Devontae Booker, too. That was okay. I didn't mind that signing, man. It's like, I don't know how many years. I think he signed for a one-year deal, a prove-it deal. So we'll see. But I'm not a huge fan of the signing, though, One Pride 40. I'm not, buddy. I'm not a huge fan of it, man, because I just don't think he's worth that type of money, especially at 4 years, man. Like, what's going to happen if and when he fights with anybody in that locker room? Is he going to sulk? Is he going to do the same thing? Probably not, though, because he's got his bag, right? He got that bag, man. He's got the money. Now he probably won't. You know what I mean? He's happy. It just bugs the heck out of me, man, what he did. And myself, this is my opinion only. You know, there's other guys that probably agree with me. There's a couple guys in our group that do. I think he embellished that injury, man. I think he embellished it. I don't think he wanted to play with the Lions anymore. I just don't think he did. And he goes on and say, I'm loyal and I'm this. You ain't loyal, bro. Come on, man. You're not, man. You have no intentions of coming back. Just say it. Just say it. Like, nice guys finish last, man. You know what I mean? In the NFL. Just come out and say it. No one's going to dog you for it. At least be real. That's my beef with it, man. And I don't think he's real. And then whatever, man. What's up, Tony? I can't wait for the year to top play out before considering drafting a quarterback. Yeah, you know, at 7, man, we're going to get probably the third or fourth best option at quarterback. I don't want to do it. I'd rather get the best option at defense, Parsons, or I'd rather get maybe the second best option at offensive line, which is Slater. I think he's better than Sewell, but that's just me. I know there's not a lot of people that agree with that, but I'd rather do that than go for the third or fourth best option at quarterback. I don't think we're drafting a quarterback, man. I don't think we are. I think they're going to stick with Goff, man. They're parading that guy around town, man. They're parading him around town like he's the new prize. I don't think they're going to go and draft a quarterback. I'd be shocked, man. You know what I mean? But nothing is surprising in the NFL today. So I guess I wouldn't be shocked. Who knows, man? We'll find out on April 29th, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to do it live with the fellas. One Pride, man. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what channel we're doing on, Micro Mics or Grids or Trucks or anything or anything like that. But I'm not sure what we're doing it on. But we're definitely going live, man. ISN's definitely going live. I want to draft the hamburger. So do I, man. Steal some wins. Yeah, I'm up to 38, buddy. Let's go. Pitts is a receiver. Yeah, yeah. Well, he's a tight end, though, in college. He's coming out as a tight end. Just to let you know that, man. But there's teams out there that don't see him as a wide receiver. Just let you know, OP40. Just let you know, my man. He's not necessarily going to be a wide receiver. He's probably going to be, but there's teams that actually do consider him a tight end still. There are, man. But so I don't want the Lions to go after a guy, man, and hopefully he becomes a wide receiver and a good one. He's got all the skill set to do it. I'm not saying he can't, because you know what I mean? Who am I to say that? But I just don't know if he'll be able to sustain that. I just don't know. Yeah. Yeah, we're not drafting. I don't think we're getting it. I don't think we're getting two tight ends, man. I don't think we're doing that, my brother. Mark Orum on the road to 1,000. Sky Races channel, great content. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, Noble. We'd love to trade back with Denver or San Fran, get a second or third, and then take or set for the next 8 years. Hey, man, I'm all for trading back, and that's for sure if it's the right team and the right price. It's got to be the right price. You want up, people want to come up, man. I want another first. You know what I mean? If you want to come up, I want another first. It's that simple. Because you're the team that wants to trade with me. You guys want this said player, or I'm going to take him if you don't give me the first. That's how I would handle business. Yeah, that's what he is, man. He's a tight end, but there's a lot of teams that think he's a wide receiver. A lot of experts out there that think he can play wide receiver, but you know what I mean? He lined up as a wide receiver at Florida, so a lot. I was in a New York Giants live chats. They love them. Oh, bro, they love it. Bro, they love the Galladay thing. They don't know. Bro, because they don't know, dude. Mickey G. They don't know. Hey, they're getting a great wide receiver. They are. They're getting a very, very, I'm not going to say great because he's not, I don't think he's the greatest, but they're getting a very, very talented wide receiver. They are. It's really that simple, but it's not going to make them that much better. Like, you know what I mean? It's not going to make that team much better. They're like, they got to hit on in the draft on some, either they got to go get an old lineman. They need defense. They need lots of stuff, man. They need a lot of things. But paying that type of guy, that type of money, they'll find out real quick, man. When if he gets hurt, he gets a hangnail, he's out for 5 weeks. You know what I mean? So that's it. One Pride Nation, did you watch film? Uh-oh. But luckily the Eagles will pick them. They might, man. I've seen them mock to Philly because they're trying to trade Ertz. They still got Goddard over there, though. Dallas Goddard's still pretty solid. And they'll make him a wide receiver. Keep Goddard at tight end, who I think is going to be an absolute stud. Yeah. I guess they would make him a wide receiver because they need wide receivers, right? But nothing's ever in stone, bro. He's 6'6", 240. Yep. And Calvin was 6'5". Calvin was that size. This guy's not necessarily not even close to as fast as Calvin, but that's how fast, that's how big Calvin was, 6'5", 237. I'm not going to. I don't know where it's been, man. We like big boys. That's it, buddy. So was Calvin. Yeah, I just said that, my man. He's too slow to. Well, I wouldn't say he's too slow. He's probably gonna run a 4.5. He's not a burner by any stretch. He's not a burner, but he's not gonna be too slow to play wide receiver in the NFL. He's just so big, man. Speed's not gonna be really the issue with him. I think it's just learning the position itself. You know what I mean? I don't know how smart this kid is. I don't know too much about him. I'm probably going to do a video on him, but we do need speed, and it looks like the Lions are looking for wide receivers that can run. Williams and Perryman are two guys that can absolutely fly. Come here. I do not expect them to have a losing season. Okay. I hear you, buddy. I say wait for the year to play out before consider drafting a quarterback. I'm all for you, man. I'm all for it. Like, hey, let's let it play out for sure. Because I think they're going to give a chance to Goff, man. I'm not saying Goff's the answer, but give him a chance. Why not, man? And don't go get it. Like, you're building a team. I'd rather build the team first, then go get the quarterback. I think it's the easier way to do it, but these guys might have a different game plan. I'd rather have Waddle if they're going to drop the weapon in the first most explosive player in the ball in his hands. He could be a true number one. He could be. His size kind of concerns me a little bit too, though, man. 5'9", 5'10", 180, 190 pounds. I'm not saying he's tiny, man, but he's fast. He's a guy that they probably would covet, though, because of his speed alone. But I hate the fact that he was hurt last year and he had that bad injury. Yeah, we got Harris. Harris is okay too, man, but kind of a first-round bust, bro. First-round bust. I'm expecting him, pass rush specialist at best. Hopefully they can get something out of him. I don't see much coming from him. I really don't. Wow, guys, imagine another year of Quinn Tristan having the worst, most undebated. I don't think we're going to, man, this year. Why would they adjust Brock's contract to add a year? If man like 31, you give him a 3-year contract. Money, bro, because it took money off the cap. That's why they did it. That's the way the NFL runs. That's what they do, man. They try to free up money to the cap, dude. That's why. And I think it freed up. I don't even know the number, but it was like $3 or $4 million. So he was set to make more money in this year and the next couple of years. That's exactly why they did it, to free up money. That's all. He will run a 4.4. I don't know, man. No way. He'll run a 4.5. He'll run a 4.5, 4.53 or 4.54. He ain't running no 4.4. I don't believe that, man. If he does, bro, he's going in the top 5. If Kyle Pitts runs a 4.4, I'm calling it right now. He goes in the top 5. I looked at the Rams' offensive line, and I hope Stafford can stay healthy. Yeah, bro, that's a good old line, dude. Top 7. They were the 7th ranked O line in 2021. They were the 7th ranked offensive line in 2021, and I think that's with Whitworth missing some time. They had some injuries on the O line, man. The O line's not the problem there. I don't. There's no real problem there. The only problem there is that some defensive players are starting to leave. They've already lost 3 starters. Right? So I have to see who those starters were, but they lost 3, and I think they lost 2 other guys. They lost Morgan Fox, then they lost another defensive lineman. Can't think of his name. White dude, big white defensive lineman, rotational dude. Can't think of his name, but they lost like 3 starters. Brockers. They lost a corner. They re-signed Leonard Floyd, though, right? They've lost some guys, man. That's the only thing that's kind of going on in LA is that they're losing some defensive players, it seems like. New coaching is going to be the biggest addition this offseason. 100%, man. They did what? I'm all in for Slater in the first. I'm in, buddy. We trade down and give me more picks. I'm a little bit behind here, guys, so just you gotta stay on and keep up with your boy, because now I'm starting to get a lot of people in here. I got 41 people in here. Let's go. Get those likes up, guys. I really appreciate it, man. This is awesome. Just want to see these guys compete and bite every team. That's it, buddy. If we drafted beefy linebacker Cox and Master Bateman, that would be a stiff combo to draft, man. Mike and you and his innuendos, man. I don't even know what to say. Stiff competition, buddy. Oh, God, buddy. Sewell or Slater? I like Sewell. I mean, I like Slater. Sorry about that. I like Slater a little bit better, just by a little smidge, man. Not by much. I just think he's more NFL ready, and I love that he can play up and down the line. He can play all 5 spots. He can even play center if needed be. I just think he's more technically sound too than Sewell. Sewell's an animal, don't get me wrong, and his measurables are going to make him go probably before Slater, but I like Slater a little bit better. Solid running back trio now. Love it, man. We got a good trio, man. Still not the biggest fan of Carry-On, but as your number 3, I'll take that. Gonna miss Prater, yeah, man. He's kind of last year, man. His kicks were kind of, you know what I mean. He was kind of losing it a little bit, it seemed like. And I like the competition that they're gonna have now with Bullock and then that Matthew Wright kid. I would just let Carry-On finish his contract with Jens this year and let him go. That's it, man. That's it. That's all that's probably going to happen anyways. Deuce Staley loves him. The running back coach for the Lions loves him. Absolutely loves him. So, because he can block. Mikey likes Sewell. He's a Sewell guy, and that's all good. What do you guys say, man? Sewell or Slater? In the chat. Just give me a Sewell or a Slater. I would trade down, no doubt, for more picks. If we can do it, bro, let's do it. Yeah. Starting to get up there, bro. It says 41 on my end, 43 on my end, buddy. So let's go. And again, Michelle, what's up, man? Thank you. Parsons at 7. Attaboy, Johnny D. Get on the bus, bud. Get on the linebacker bus with me. Let's go. Getting a lot of hate, man, about this kid. Don't understand it. He is not just your average 2-down linebacker, and I don't want to hear anybody telling me that he's Jared Davis out there, man, because he's not Jared Davis. Bullocks is no Matt Prater. You're right, man. Matthew Wright will be the pick. Prater was kind of, you know, his kicks weren't as crisp last year. He was going down. And we weren't re-signing him to a big deal. So I'm okay with Randy Bullock, man, for now, or Matthew Wright. We'll find a kicker. I'm not worried about kicking, man. Get a right tackle. I think Slater, man. Slater or Sewell's not going to drop, but let's go, buddy. Let's go. Trade down and draft I love Zaven Collins, man. He's one of my favorite prospects out there. Big, huge linebacker, man. Slater is the better football player as of now. Sewell might have a higher ceiling, but Slater has to learn how to win with his technique and IQ because he's not a physical. He's not physical. He's not a big dude. Well, he's big. 6'4", 310. Doesn't have the measurables that Sewell has. Slater's apparently short in the arms, got shorter arm length, and he needs to get a little bit stronger. And I like his technique. I think his technique is what stands out the most, to tell you the truth, because the kid can play every position out on that line. His technique isn't the problem. I think it's his strength. His strength needs to be worked on a little bit. He's got massive strength, but he just needs to work on more for the NFL. You know what I mean? Slater's a road grader for sure. At Mark Orum, I think they're trying to flex on Patricia by building championship coaching staff. We only got Rashad for 1 year. You up to 34. Thanks, brother. Yeah, man. The Patricia years, man, I just can't. It's just They're probably trying to, you know, this coaching staff's probably trying to flex a bit. Like for sure, man. They're just trying to get some. It seems like they're trying to get guys that like ex-football players that are hungry, man, that have been on some good, that have been part of good organization, and I like it, man. It's just like the Patricia years. It's so hard to talk about. It's like I feel like we had Patricia here for 10 years. It was literally 2.5 years, fellas. 2.5 years. It felt like forever. It felt like, man, like we're talking about Patricia, like we're going to be talking about Patricia for the next 5 years, like we were for Millen. You know what I mean? It's going to be tough, man. He set this defense back, I think, 2-3 years. If this defense can turn around in less than that, my God, then this organization, this coaching staff's for real. You know what I mean? But we've yet to see anything like that. So, yeah, Randy Moss for sure. Scary Terry reminds me of Randy Moss, man. If we can't pass, we'll have to run. So I'll have to have someone play smash mouth, kneecap football, goal lines. Well, we're going to have to be able to do both, man, because you can't just do one. We had this for 12 years here. We've had this for 12 years with Matthew Stafford. All we were able to do was pass. That's it. You know what I mean? We had one good running attack in 12 years. I don't want that now. I don't want just, hey, man, we're a running football team. That's all we're going to do because we'll lose. We'll be 3-13 forever if we do that. We have to be balanced. You have to have a balanced team, man. Get the last pitch in the line and go linebacker in a second and then wide receiver in the third. I love that, man. I would absolutely love that, man. Get like a Slater, then a Cox, then maybe like Marquez Stevenson in the third. Get Collins if he can slip in the second at linebacker. If Goff is going to be the franchise quarterback here, we need to get him receivers. I don't think he's the franchise quarterback here, man. I think he's a stopgap. Let's see what they do in the draft, man, because I don't know what they're going to do. Yeah, the Giants aren't close to nothing, bro. The Giants aren't close. Trust me, they're not. I follow the Giants, dude. They're not close. With Gettleman behind the wheel, they're as far away as possible. They're not close, man. They're going to have a pretty good I think they're going to have a pretty good offense. They're going to have a good offense, man. But that's an offense that can't stay healthy. A lot of them. Like, I'm not just talking Golladay. I'm talking Golladay, Barkley. I'm talking Slayton. I'm talking Sterling Shepard. They all get hurt. Engram's a Band-Aid. They need to stay healthy, man, the Giants. Actually, I don't know if you're paying attention, but the guy that pounded the table for Kenny is on the Giants, Kyle O'Brien. I think his name is Quint. Good for him. I had no idea that Kyle O'Brien was even with that organization, man. That's the guy we just fired, isn't it? What, the Kyle O'Brien? Wow. Well, I didn't even know he signed with the Giants. Didn't even know. Good. That makes me laugh even more. Slater is a little more battle-tested, in my opinion. Check him out against Chase Young. Oh, yeah, man. He was a monster against Chase Young. I think that's what really, really made him jump up this year in the last couple of years, because it was a couple of years ago, but that's what made his draft stock, I think, even go up even more. Slater, Collins, Terry, first 3 picks is a, oh, my God, moment for sure. Noble Sports, nothing. What's up? I don't know, man. I like Will Hernandez, or am I missing something? He's off. Will Hernandez from the Giants? Not bad. Is that who you're talking about, I think? Or is there another Will Hernandez that we're missing? I'm not sure. They need work on that O-line, man. If that's what we're talking about. He came out so late, man. I know he got money. He won't fake injuries anymore. Who knows? Who knows, man? I don't think he was a faking of an injury. I just think it was embellishment. I think he got hurt. I think he was done. You know what I mean? I just think he was completely done, man, with this organization. And he just should have let it be known. He should have went on IR instead of playing around. Yeah, buddy. He faked it just to get out of here, 100%. KJ's only played a full season twice, injury prone. Well, yeah, he has that label. He has the injury prone label on him now. 100% he does. You know, he was good for 2 years prior. He's like, okay, man, he's starting to, he's healthy. He's starting to ball out this year. You know, I think it was all over money. It was all about money, man. At first, I think it was. Then he said, nah, I'm going to turn down a lot of money. Then he turned down a lot of money, apparently, $18-19 million. Then it was like, okay, it's just about the organization. He doesn't want to play here. That's fine. Take a hike, bro. Hopefully nobody gets into hopefully no one hurts his feelings in that New York locker room, and then maybe he'll sit out for 3 weeks. New York media is going to eat him alive. What's up, Brandon Anderson? They're definitely going to eat him alive. If he pulls what he pulled here, 100%. The Giants aren't ready to win, man. I think the injury was phony too. What's up, James? How you doing, buddy? I just think it was, man. I just, you know what I mean? I think the injury was real. You know, I think the injury was real, but I just think the whole thing was embellished. He just didn't want to play here. So many mixed emotions about it, man. It's like never really seen something like this play out. I've always kind of seen guys work their way out of Detroit, man. We saw Sue do it. We've seen players do it. You know what I mean? But this was a really weird way of doing it, man, I thought. Tony, he's only been in the league 4 years. Who's that, man? Galladay? Yeah, well, what's Tony saying? Oh, because he's injury prone? I think he's injury prone. I think he is. I don't think the ball's getting thrown to Kenny, though, because he can't get open. This is the thing. He doesn't have Matt Stafford throwing him the football anymore. Daniel Jones has a decent arm. Don't get me wrong. Solid arm. I don't think he's a great quarterback by any stretch, but he's got a pretty good arm. But there's going to be a lot of balls being distributed everywhere, man. He's not the only one in the building. You know what I mean? But he's used to that because when he was here, he wasn't the only guy in the building. There was other guys. You know what I mean? So I'm sure he'll be okay with it. He's secured that bag, man. He's okay. He's got his loot. I don't think he's going to catch 90 balls. I think he'll be like a 60, 70 guy catch here. He might get 1,000. All depends how healthy he is, man. Stay healthy. I'm starting to think Jalen Phillips might be he's the best pass rusher in the draft. Ooh, I don't know, man. I like Jalen Phillips, but not at 7, man. No, I like a kid out of Miami, right? I like him, bro, but let me see. I do any homework on this kid? I like him, though. I do like Jalen Phillips. I always do homework. I got magazines, homework, videos that I watch of these guys, man. I do like this guy, Jalen Phillips, but I wouldn't call him the best pass rusher in the draft. Wouldn't go that far, bro. I do like him, though. Don't get me wrong. I like him. Yeah. You never know, man. I don't know. 8 sacks last year. 8 sacks. 12.5 over a 3-year career. I like him, though, man. I think Roche is a better pass rusher than him. He's just smaller. The other guy from Miami. I think he's one of the best pure pass rushers in the draft. I think that Quincy Roche, I like him a lot. Phillips, I like him 6'5", 260. I don't know. I don't know at 7, man. He doesn't need to be in the league for 9 years, bro, to be considered injury prone. Doesn't need to be in the league for 9 years to be considered injury prone. Is Kerryon Johnson injury prone? Yes, he is. KJ's in the spotlight now. Yeah, well, he's in New York, man. The bright lights, big city. So what he wanted, you got it, bro. You got that bag. Now people are going to expect you to do something. I hope the Lions get Parsons or Waddle. Ben, I'm a huge Micah Parsons guy. I still don't want a wide receiver at 7. I think it'd be absolutely ridiculous to get a wide receiver at 7, even though we do desperately need one. But this wide receiving draft is loaded with players, completely loaded. So we can get one in the 2nd, 3rd, even 4th round. He's 28, man. Yeah, he's not young either. He's not, you know, usually when you see a guy with his first contract, you're like, okay, 23, 24. He's 28. He's 28 years old. He's not an old man, but 28. Like, okay, you got a 4-year deal. I don't know the complete structure of that deal yet. I'm sure it's worked out to the Giants' favor. I'm hoping it does, probably in the next 2 years. There's probably a way to get rid of him if needed be. But 28 years old, man, he's going to be 30 in 2 years, man. Then that's never a good thing. I don't care how good you are. Mark Orum, I don't think he's really basically lied. I think he embellished it, bro. I agree with Aaron Robinson. I hope the Lions get Trask in round 2 as a backup. Man, you know what, man? I was big on Trask for a while, but I don't like his lack of mobility. And he's kind of was like a guy that could never really crack the lineup until like the last year or so, right? And I like his style. I think he's a great quarterback in college, but I hate the fact that he's not mobile. I really do. I do like him. I don't think I would take him in the 2nd round. I don't want a developmental quarterback in the 2nd round. I don't, man. I really don't. I do like his style though, but I hope they don't grab him in the 2nd. I'm not a fan of that. Any other offensive free agent targets you were looking for at the Lions? Free agent targets? You know what? Not really. Not really. I wouldn't mind if they went after maybe another linebacker. I heard they were bringing in a corner from Atlanta. Forget this kid's name. Playmaker. They just brought him in for a visit today. Can't even think of his name, but they brought him in for a visit. So there's nobody in particular that I really like right now. All the guys are gone that I pretty much thought were maybe going to get looked at. If they do go maybe look at another linebacker, I just don't know who's available. I'd have to look at the list. Someone throw up the list for me for linebackers, and I'll probably tell you who I like. Until they restructure that deal, I should tell you what they think of him. Who? Goff? I don't know who you're talking about. My channel 91. Edge isn't really a need in the draft either. We have Romeo, Julian, Charles, Austin, and Trey. Well, bro. Okay. Well, Julian's unknown. Charles Harris is a complete, utter bust. Guys. Austin Bryant, who I do like a lot. I know a lot of people don't like him. I think he can be a really good football player for this team. I think he can reach about 7-8 sacks a season. I think he can be that guy, maybe even more. But he's still unknown. Got some injury issues, and then Trey Flowers, I think, is the biggest overpaid football player ever. Like one of the most overpaid defensive linemen in the NFL. Like he's getting top 5 money. I don't think it's a huge need, but the only guy I trust here is Romeo. I don't know what's going on with Julian. He needs to get on the field. I hope that was all Patricia not getting him on the field. Hopefully it wasn't Julian not being able to get on the field. I think he was still banged up because we drafted him when he had a broken leg. So, but this Charles Harris guy, I don't know, man. All we got is a speed rusher that hasn't really done what he was supposed to be doing in the NFL. He was supposed to be that guy, and he never was in Miami or Atlanta. So, I don't know. A lot of unknowns there, bro. I don't think it's a giant need, but it's a need. It's definitely a need. You cannot have enough pass rushers in the league, man. You can't have enough. David Collins should be the pick or wide receiver. What's up, Keith Rowe? How's it going, buddy? David Collins is a great pickup, bro. I love his skill set. Like I said, I don't want a wide receiver at 7, though. I really don't, man. Mark, could you imagine drafting quarterback at this year at 7? Goff starts out the season and balls out. Yeah, that would be the Lions' way, eh? That would be the Lions' way, man. It would be It would be totally the Lions' way, man. And then you completely like. I don't know what you do. What do you do there then? What do you do then? Then now you got like as an organization, what would you do? You know what I mean? Okay, Goff's balling out. Why is he balling out? Okay, does he have a lot of help? There's a lot to it, man, right? There's a lot to it that you have to look into it, but one of them's got to go. You probably would trade Goff. His trade value shoots up to the roof, through the roof. You know what I mean? And then if you're drafting a quarterback at 7, you obviously think he's the future. So you got to trade Goff. That's what that would be my mentality. You know what I mean? So you get 2 first-round picks for him. He'd be only 27 years old if he balls out. If he balls out. And I'm not buying that for any type of dollar. Edge is always a need. I like Zaven, man. And can we get the draft here already, please? Ooh. I went too far up. I went way too far up, man. I lost. I wanted to. Jimbo G asked me a question and I lost it. Jimbo G was asking a question at Mark Orum, and I think I lost it, bro. 40 people. Just think when you get 1,500 people in the live, it's going to be nuts, bro. I don't know how I'm even going to try to do that, man. It's going to happen one day, though. We ain't going nowhere. We right here. Linda, Donnie, and Dominic, what's up, fam? What's up, guys? What's up, man? What's up? What were we just talking about? Lost my train of thought, man, because I had Jimbo G up here. Let's see what we got, man. How'd they not cut Nick Williams? Is absolutely nothing last year. I don't know. I'm not sure, man. He still could be cut. You know, he still could be cut. He could be getting cut after June. He might be getting cut right after the draft. Who knows, man? Still a high possibility he can be cut because we can save some money on that. What's up, the Ron in 99? What's up, buddy? Ronan. I like the 4-3, which can flex to a 5-2 or 6-2 blitz package. I think we're going to stick with a 4-3. You got guys like Romeo Akwara, Trey Flowers, Brockers, who's making some money. 3 guys that aren't going to necessarily be coming off the field a whole bunch, man. There's a lot of money to be sitting on the sideline. So you're going to need those 3 guys to produce, and I don't think any of those guys are going to be defensive ends in a 3-4. I don't think Romeo's a defensive end in a 3-4. Flowers has done it, but I think a 4-3 is going to be in the works because you still got Penasini in there, and you got a lot of guys coming up through the ranks, man. Hopefully they can prove that we can play a 4-3. 2 years ago, led the league with sacks, 7 picks. Yeah, the kid from Atlanta. Did we pick him up? Linda's gas greater than the Manhattan Project. Oh man. Oh yeah, guys. Oh yeah. Slater will be available to Sewell there. I gotta go with Sewell. Yeah. Well, it's gonna be that's a tough one for me, man. I love Slater. I just love his skill set. I just think he's NFL ready right away. I think right away. Even though Sewell is thrown in the fire immediately. I just think Slater's the better option. Trucks right on, right? We need those Nachi paws. For now, Williams works on a 4-3-1 gap D. Yeah, man, he just, whatever he is, bro, he's not doing the trick. You know what I mean? He's just not doing the trick, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Linda. I love Matthew Wright as kicker. As a Steeler fan, I seen him play. Yeah, man. Dude's got a leg, man. Jay White, who are you in the building? What's up, bro? Prayers up. You see the Bears sign True Font? Yes, I did, and I had a good laugh about it, man. Yes, I did, and I laughed about it very, very, very hard. Good for them, man. We did it. So why not Chicago? I don't know. I have no idea why they did that, man. It's a guy that will never be able to stay healthy. Good for them. Good for them. Woo! I would draft 2 linebackers. You know what, bro? I've been on that train for months. I want 2 linebackers as well. Joseph Murdoch, what's up, buddy? Now that JD went to the Jets, Parsons might fall if they trade down. Right now, I'm for Slater at 7. Yep, man. Yep. I've been up and down with the Slater and Parsons thing forever. First, I want Slater, then I want Parsons. I can't change. It's like changing my underwear, bro. It's like I can't make. Should I go with the tighty whities or should I go with the boxers, man? The boxers and the briefs. I gotta let the boys. I gotta let the boys be free sometimes. You know what I mean? Or should I pack it all in? You know what I mean? It just I can't make my mind up, man. It's like a Parsons and a Slate. I don't know. I love them both. What's up? Matthew Wright, a really good kicker. He's solid, bro. I think he came in the league last year. He got called up from the practice squad or whatever he did. In the I think he nailed. I think he went perfect, 4 for 4 for a limited time, and he nailed every extra point. Let's forget about it, bro. Make a pact. Let's all forget about it. What are the long arms and preferred length for an offensive tackle? I don't know precisely the inches. I don't really know what the inches are, but I have to look that up. But I do know that Slater has shorter arms. He does have shorter arms, and he's 6'4", 310. It's not small by any stretch, but I had to look up that preferred number, and I do have that written down somewhere, just not on me. I usually have that kind of stuff written down, but I don't have that on me. But I know he does have shorter arms. Not ideal. His length is not ideal. That's how they kind of say it, right? Without really saying his arms are short. Steve-O comes up with the answer. There you go. Thanks, Steve-O. Jorge in the building. What's up, buddy? Good to see you in the chat, man. Disco double doink. Yes, indeed, the best of the rest of the playoffs. We talking LBJ in here? Oh, yeah. Parsons was never going top 5. His off the field issues hurt him. I never thought, he's got top 5 talent, and his off field issues haven't been talked about in a while. So I don't even know, man. You know what I mean? His talent wise his talent is off the chain. I think. So are we talking about 1 or 2 inches? Yeah, I don't even really know, man. You know what I mean? When we say ideal, you know what I mean? So there's numbers out there. I usually got that stuff written down, but it's not in front of me. Pound the rock. 2022 draft class full of defense. It's got some good defensive players for sure coming out, man. There's a lot of good players coming out in the 2022 defense. I got that written down somewhere as well. I got that written down. Just don't know where that is. Top 2022 defense. There's a kid out of just gotta find it. I gotta find it. And the cornerback, there's the corner, Derek Stingley Jr. He'll be coming out. Kayvon Thibodeau from Oregon. Who else? Kyer Elam, the cornerback out of Florida. Who else is there? Christian Harris, inside linebacker out of Alabama. A lot of good ones coming out, man. A lot of good ones. They could have saved Nick Williams. I don't know why they didn't do it. They will. There's a good chance they will. There's a good chance they will, man. They still can save money. It's not over, One Pride Nation. It's not over, my man. He can still get dropped. It might even be more if he gets dropped after June 1st. It could be more. Look it up. Could be more, bro. What was Tarek Glenn? Wasn't his measurement similar to Slater? No idea, bro. No idea. One thing you can as a Campbell is a consistent nonsense football, dude. What you see is what you get. Lions will start with fire for sure. The team's going to be nothing but fired up. Probably June 1st, yep. June 2nd. June 2nd, and they might be able to save more money. I think he was cut after June 1st, right? He got thrust in the line during the season, no real practice. He was solid, yeah. I think we're talking about right there. We're all over the place, guys. It's okay. That's me because I'm behind. You gotta be patient with your boy. It's the most I've ever had in the chat ever, and I love it. It's good, man. Thanks for the support, guys. This is great. Last time the Lions spent a top 10 pick on O-lineman was Lomas Brown. Love Lomas. Maybe we're gonna get some blue chip tackles at a wide receiver. We would have won something the last 30 years. We should have won something with Lomas, man. We should have won something in the 90s with him. He was phenomenal. Go Lions in the building. What's up, my man? I think the Lions fan base are so used to seeing Stafford under center on Sunday and expect a Manning, Vic, Holmes type quarterback to replace him. But Goff's resume is tough to beat in his 4-year tenure and deserve respect. He does deserve some respect. He does, man. People want to hate on him, man, because he's the golden boy. You know what I mean? He's a California kid, and you know, everybody thinks he got everything handed to him on a plate. It's not necessarily true. The kid has talent. He just needs to be. We need to back him up. We just need to back him up, man. This is a 2-year audition, man. Could possibly even be a 1-year audition. There's no guarantee. His contract is set up to get out of town. If A, he doesn't want to be here, and B, it just doesn't work out. Goff is Mr. Hollywood. Hey, he's the California kid, man. He's the California kid. He doesn't come off as a arrogant punk, though. You know what I mean? It's all nice and roses right now. We'll see how it happens when the season starts, and if they start losing football games. Well, we'll see his true colors. We always will. And you know, right now we don't really know what type of kid he is. I really can't tell you what type of kid he is, man. You know what I mean? He was winning in LA, man. So he's coming to a place, man, where I don't think he's gonna win. So yikes. You know what I mean? $50 in the bill. Yeah, buddy. The most I've ever had, my man. Awesome. Feels good. I'm watching NASCAR in a bit. NASCAR? Not a girl. Steve-O, what you didn't like? Steve-O, what you didn't like drafting Roy, Charles, and Mike back to back? Thankfully, the 4th wide receiver panned out. Man, what a nightmare, eh? Charles Rogers would have worked out, man, if that kid would just got his life together. Rest in peace, Charles Rogers, man. I'm not putting him through the ringer right now, but man, he just had issues. He had injuries, man. The kid was an absolute stud on the football field. You know what I mean? He's just brittle, man. He didn't take the game serious, man. He just was pure talent, no work. That's just what he was, man. And he just liked to party too much, man. It's, you know, it sucks. And man, it just his life was, you know, just went downhill. It just went downhill, man. It sucks, man. But I think he was getting better, man, when he died, though. I don't know. I don't know the story fully, but I think he was working, and you know what I mean. Like I think he was working on like he wasn't doing no NFL things, but I think he was working and stuff like that. And then he got sick, and then he ended up getting sick. I don't know, man. It just sucks. It's a sad story, man. I was ecstatic when they drafted him. 2021 will be very painful. What's up, Nick Walk? What's up, buddy? Good avatar, man. Look at that one. But I'm telling you, 2022 will be 10 times better. 2022 NFC North champs. I hope so, my brother. I hope so. I can't do it yet, man. I don't want to drink that Kool-Aid. You know, I got the shakes sometimes. I want to be on board, man, and you know, I want to see how it plays out. He didn't want to be here because of Patricia, but then goes the judge. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? With Kenny. Yeah. Judge is no better, man. Judge is a hard ass, man. He's gonna learn. What's good, Donnie? Happy Sunday, bro. Not as painful as defense. Happy Sunday to you. 2022, we should be looking nice. I think so too, man. Kenny stats will be way low. I think they will be way lower too as well, Jimbo. I agree 100%. There's a lot of mouths to feed, man. A lot of mouths to feed. Barkley's the number one option there. Kenny G should be the number 2 option. He's the number 1 wide receiver, but option. He should be the number 2. Daniel Jones loves himself some Evan Ingram, though. Darius Slayton's no joke. And Sterling Shepard, when he's healthy, he's a very, very good wide receiver. So they have a lot of options, man. They have a lot, man. Daniel Jones has no excuses. That kid can hold on to the football. They could score points, but their defense is bad. Their O-line is bad. So he gets beat up back there too. So it's not all just Daniel Jones, man. I just don't like him as a quarterback, man. I'm not a fan. Great athlete, though. With Kenny, you have to have a quarterback to throw in space. Not sure Jones is that quarterback. He's not, man. He's not. He's not that quarterback that's going to zip in a ball in a tight spot. He's not that type of quarterback, man. He can throw a football, don't get me wrong. They all can. But he's not as fearless, too, as Stafford. Stafford will throw a ball into a window that has no business doing it. Daniel Jones, I don't think will do that, man. Plus, he's probably trying to, man, stop throwing interceptions, and he's trying to hold on, to the football. So hopefully you get a smarter quarterback this year out of Daniel Jones, man. I got to get these fixed, man. These spots, man. It's driving me nuts. Aren't Judge and Patricia they're very similar. They're very similar, man. They're both hard asses. They're both all business. You know what I mean? They're all business. They're not really players, coaches, man. So Danny Dimes ain't throwing him open. Should have went to Cincy. He might have. It would have been a really nice offense for him to grow in, I think, with a young Burrow, even though Jones isn't old. Some good weapons over there too, man. That would have been a nice. Cincinnati's really bad, though. I think even though how bad New York is, I think Cincinnati is going to be a work in progress. Yeah. Hey, Trox. Oh, my God. Dominic. I thought Romeo was a great signing. I thought Romeo was a really great signing, man. It was the one guy that I was hoping they'd re-sign. You know what I mean? I know it during a rebuild and stuff like that, you don't really want to necessarily put a lot of money into a player. But I thought he was a guy that really needed to come back to Detroit. And it's good that his little brother played here, man, because I don't think he would have re-signed back here if Julian wasn't here. I think it was a big, big thing that his brother was here, and they're very close. I think they live next door to each other, I think, from what I read. So they're real close, and I think it's really nice. Hopefully Julian's got that dog in him like Romeo does, man. Because Romeo wasn't drafted. Everybody, a lot of people forget about that, man. Romeo is an undrafted free agent, man, by the Giants, actually. by the Giants, man. And we picked him up off the practice squad. No, not the practice squad. The Giants released him. We picked him up off waivers. And that's another awful mistake by Dave Gettleman. It's another one. You want to talk about mistakes too by Gettleman, the GM over there in New York? That's one of them. That's one of probably 20. I could list probably 10 right now of idiotic things that man has done. And dropping Romeo Aquara after like a year, he got hurt. Then they drafted him. Then they dropped him. Yeah, 1 or 2 years. Then they just dropped him. He was a cheap contract. He had rushing ability, pass rush ability, and they dropped him. But he goes to my favorite team in the world, is the Lions. Giants are my second. So I was like, okay, all right, man. And then his kid balled out. Played really well for 2 seasons. A lot of people just say that Romeo was a one-year guy. No, he wasn't. 2018, guys, when he came here, he had 7.5 sacks, like 30-something tackles. Barely, I think he started 14 games. He started 14 games, I think, in 2018. Then, for some reason, Patricia just, didn't start him. He was, 2019, barely played him. I think he was going through some injuries, going through some stuff. And then 2020, still only started 9 games somehow. And then they had the breakout year. But he's in there for 16 games this year, hopefully, man. 2022 will be our year. 2021 will be a learning time for this new Real 2-1 team. 2021 will be the year for a lot of people on this team. 100%, bro. I agree with you. This is going to be. I think it's going to be a rough 2 years. Really, I think we're gonna fight like dogs. 2021, then 2022, we're gonna improve. I think we're gonna get a little bit better. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see that hopefully these draft picks are real. And then I think 2023 is our year. Dolo Dynamite in the house, taking a quarterback in caps. Atta boy. Who you like, Dolo? Agree. Offensive tackle or Parsons at 70. If we trade back, even better, man. Yeah, I'm thinking the Lions are going to take an old lineman. If Slater's there, I think Sewell will be gone. If Slater's there, which I think he really will be, I think they're going to have a real tough time deciding between Parsons and Slater. Who is your pick for the guy who will slide on draft day? Oh, let me see. Let me look at the 32 mock. I like questions like this, man. I like questions like this. 32 mock. A guy that could possibly slide. Not looking at this, but there's guys there. I think Devontae Smith is going to slide. I think people are going to be really scared about his. I don't think he's going to slide much. I just think he's going to slide because of his size. I don't know, man. I'm really worried about his size. Extremely worried about his size, actually. To tell you the truth, man. You know what I mean? I think he's going to slide. Even though he's a top 10 prospect, I think he could slide to in the teens. Now, guys that can slide completely out of the first round. If a guy like Parsons, if it comes out that what he did was true, then he could slide out of the first round. He really could. Even though I love him still, what he did, the allegations against him are pretty bad. But who knows? But I guess Devontae, I just think he could drop, man. For some reason, I think teams are going to be a little bit scared of his size, even though he's a beast on the field. He'll be 32 if when a deal is done. It's a 4-year deal. Exactly, man. He might not even last, man. 4 years, bro. You like Lance Dolo? You know what? He's my favorite quarterback in this draft as well, too, bro. If we could take Trevor Lawrence, I would for sure take Trevor Lawrence, but he's gone at 1. So I like Trey Lance over Justin Fields and Zach Wilson. I really do. I just like his size, his measurables. His lack of playing time is a little bit concerning, and the competition is a bit concerning, even though I'm not a big fan of like, oh, look where he played. He played in the Division II, or I'm not a big fan of that, man. If you can play football, you can play football, and Trey Lance can play football. I think he's going to be a stud, and I think he could be an option at 7. I just don't see them drafting a quarterback. And I got a feeling he's not even going to be there. Get your grub on, bro. I'm not touching a dude that gets benched in bowl games. Who got benched in a bowl game, Trucks? Mark, your hair looking good. You look less mean. Well, that's not good. That's not good. You talking about the shaving or my head? My hair, my actual hair here? Lions do not need to draft a quarterback this year or next year. Goff has 2 years to show it. Detroit now in 2023, maybe get a quarterback. Yeah, you know what? I'm okay with them drafting one next year. All depends on who balls out in college, because I think we're going to be a top 3 pick. So it's going to be Sam Howell. Is it going to be Rattler? Who's it going to be? Have a good one, brother. Yeah. But I'm going to be getting off here soon too, guys. Not right now, but the wife just came home with some dinner. It was good to get my feet back wet again. I'm still going to stay for about another 5-10 minutes. So I'm way behind though, guys. I'm way behind in this. That's what happens when you get more subscribers, man. This is awesome. I really appreciate it, guys, coming in here. I'm not going to leave just yet though, but in about 5-10 minutes. Jeremiah. What's going on, Sabrina Lowry? How you doing? You like Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa at 7? You know what? I like him a lot. His size concerns me. 6'1", 215 for a linebacker. Yeah, that scares me. I think he's the best cover linebacker in the draft this year, 100%. But his size does concern me. He gets swallowed up in the run game a little bit. At 7, no. If we could trade back maybe a little bit, I'm all for it, Sabrina. 100% I would. I love Grayson McCall in the 2023 class. Got to look him up. Don't really know who he is right now, brother. I don't see the problem taking quarterback at 7 and Goff balling out. Some teams can't find one quarterback and you get more than they're worth. Hey, if it happens, but you just never know what happens, right? Like they can't predict the future. They could draft a quarterback and think that Goff's he's gonna blow chunks, man. And all of a sudden he's a stud. I just don't think he has enough weapons. I'm still not convinced that this wide receiver room is full, because it's not. No, not with a Brashad Perryman signing. No way, man. Not with a Tyrell Williams signing. No way. We're still in deep at that wide receiver. I say I'm going to do some mock drafts. That would be fun. We were supposed to be doing a couple. We just haven't really gotten around to it. We do shows almost every day, man. We do shows Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We were going to do one a couple of weeks ago. Just, we got family stuff going on, bro. I would like to get one. I would like to get 1 or 2 though during before the draft, but just all depends, man. We will. What's going on, Chase Bishop? Thanks for coming in the chat, buddy. I appreciate it. Gosh, aren't you a Bengals fan? Are you, bro? Atta boy. I got a couple buddies that are Bengals fans. Well, my buddy's brother is a Bengals fan, and he commented on my video when we signed in Randy Bullock. He was giving me the back and forth a little bit, man. One Pride 40, take a look at Jonathan Marshall, nose tackle from Arkansas. I think Williams and Marshall are late round gems. Jonathan Marshall I like, man. I do like him, the kid out of Arkansas. You think we'll finally have a 1,000-yard rusher this year? No one since 2013. Well, it all depends on our defense, man. I think it all starts with the defense. And we can hold teams. We can hold leads. And I don't think we're going to be that team. You know what I mean? I don't think we're going to be that team. So I'm going to say no. I don't think we're going to get a 1,000-yard rusher. Now, I might change my mind tomorrow. I just don't. I don't think we're going to be that good enough to be running the football a lot. You know what I mean? I think we have two really good running backs, but I don't think we're going to be that team to get a 1,000-yard rusher. And if we are, it's all going to be pure work on DeAndre Swift. Whoever, you know what I mean? It'll be Swift. It won't be Williams. On Orange Farm, the Bears let their best defense players go. What do you think about that? I don't know what the Bears are thinking. I really don't know what the Bears are thinking. They let Fuller go, right? Who else did they let go there? Tried to sign Russell Wilson. Got schooled on that. I got denied. I guess I offered the world. But who left on defense on that team? I know they let Kyle Fuller walk. It's all for cap casualties, man. That's what they're doing. They're trying to get under the cap, I guess. I don't know what the heck they were trying to do. Who else walked on that team? I think so too, bro. I think it's going to be quarterbacks in the top 5 or 6. Yeah, buddy. Is there anybody liking the same positions outside of Sewell and Slater? There's a couple guys I got to kind of think. I like the kid out of Virginia Tech. What's that kid's name out of Virginia Tech? Christian Darrisaw. I like him. He's a really good offensive tackle. I like the kid out of USC, Tucker. Is it Tucker? He can kind of go inside, though, but he can play multiple positions. I really like that kid. There's a couple other guys, man. Right, it's a real deal. Check out his college's top kicker coming out. Not worried about kicker. I'm not worried about kicker either. Adam Carver, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Hey, did you send me something on Facebook, bro? Adam Carver? I'm banned from Facebook right now, by the way. I'm banned from Facebook, by the way. That's why I can't respond on anything. Would you take Parsons if we trade back and he's still there? Yeah, I love Parsons. I take him at 7. I love him that much. I think he's a game-changing linebacker. Now, his allegations are terrible, but right now they're allegations. I love his style. I love his play. He's a 3-down linebacker that's not coming off the field, and he's not Jared Davis. He's not Jared Davis. People keep. I seen a dumb article written about it not too long ago because they have the same draft profile. That's got to be the dumbest thing I've ever read in my life, man. Because they have the same draft profile. So what? You know what I mean? So what? It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that they got the same kind of draft profile. Parsons is better in everything that Jared Davis did in college. He is. Jared Davis might have had more numbers because he played longer. He played longer. But Parsons is the real deal. Good. Excuse me. Good show later, Mark. I'm still here, buddy. I'm still here. Food can wait. Isn't no defense player in the entire draft worth 7? Parsons is. I'll fight that to the death, bro. I'll fight that to the death. He is. He's the only one. He's the only one that's worth a number 7, top 10 pick. He is. I'm telling you right now, bro. And then if they don't take him, I want Rashawn Slater. Ooh, Chase. You never know, buddy. You never know. Andy Dalton in the house. People think Slater isn't a tackle because of his arm length, but Joe Thomas was one of the best ever to the same length. They also thought Darren Donald was too small. Yeah, it's all, bro. This is how people make a living, man. This is how people make a living. certain offensive tackles have certain measurables that they like. You know what I mean? Aaron Donald was a small defensive tackle coming out. It is true. It was absolutely true. They didn't think he'd be a great defensive tackle. Meanwhile, the guy's going to be considered probably one of the best defensive players ever to play the game. You know what I mean? So this is why these guys do this for a living. And this is why guys like me, like when I do my kind of evaluations on a guy, I'll watch film. I'll try to go watch a full game of a guy. I'll try to do that, a game or two. You know what I mean? And then I'll try, because I got a life, outside of this. But I love this. But I'll try to watch a game or two. I'll watch highlights, lowlights. I'll read magazine clippings, articles on the internet, all that stuff about a certain player that I'm doing. Usually, I'm doing my research on, and I try to come up with my own evaluation. Right, that's what I try to do. But I don't do it for professionally. But I would love to. But this is it's true. Like Joe Thomas was a guy with small arms and length, but he was a guy that is going to be a Hall of Fame offensive tackle when it's all said and done. When is Archie Payton coming out? Oh yeah, that kid's young though. I don't think he's not even in college. Is he in high school yet? That kid. Bears will be bad, but their defense will still be okay as long as they don't keep dropping guys. Slater dominated Chase Young. He sure did, man. Google that, man, or YouTube that. That's fun to watch. That's actually really fun to watch. I watched that whole game. I found the whole game on that. Give it a little search. Watched it. Wow, did he dominate Chase Young? It was really nice, man. It was impressive. It was very impressive. When is Archie Manning coming out? I don't know, man. Phone about to die. Get that charger on. Slater dominated Chase Young as a sophomore at right tackle and a junior as a left tackle. Well, he's a real deal. Rashawn Slater's the real deal. He's just not getting enough love because we said, Steve-O, because I'll throw him up. Measurables. It's true. That's just what it is, man. Like some teams will somebody might grab Slater at the Bengals. They might take him. They might take Slater at 5. Who knows? I don't think that's going to happen. But the Bengals might be like, man, this guy is way better offensive lineman than we thought he was. You know what I mean? He's ready right away. It could take him over Sewell. You never know. Too expensive. Hey, what's up, King Donnie? What's up, buddy? Sorry I didn't get on that Trox live feed I think it was last week, man. I was out of buddies, man. I was hanging out, having some beers in the garage, and I kind of forgot, man. Those twisties kind of made me forget a little bit. Anthony Barati, what's up, buddy? How's it going? How about we trade down with Chicago for their picks? If Chicago wants to trade, I don't really see that happening too much, but it does happen. Depends on family. Might be able to do Suns game. All right. Okay. I bet Galladay was sweating turning down the contract from the Lions. He probably had a pretty straight. He did. Hey, man, kudos to Kenny G, though, man, for betting on himself. All in all, I don't like the way it was all handled, the way he handled on his side. And obviously, we got morons on our side with Quinn and Patricia, the way they handled it. But, man, kudos to that kid for getting that bag, man. Kudos. Because, man, he bet on himself, man. He bet on himself, and he played 5 games last year. He was going off a resume from 2 years ago, man. 3 years ago. So, he bet on himself. He got paid. Yeah. Yeah, bro. I need help on that situation. Yeah. It was good. It's nice now. I appreciate it. Perriman, I think, is a good fit in Detroit. Good pickup. Yeah, man. You know what? I'm not as excited about that pickup as a lot of people are, bro. He hasn't done anything in the NFL. He's been a complete bust. He had one good season because What's his name went down for Tampa Bay? Mike, I'll say Mike. I think it was Mike Evans. Mike Evans went down and he had a good and he balled out, man. Like the last half of that season, played really well. Had more than a few 100 something yard games, few touchdowns, and it was all in the last half of the season. It was all like from like week 12 or something. So it was like the very last of the season, man. Like the last 4 or 5 games, he just went off, man. He went nuts. But he hasn't done nothing. He's done nothing as a Baltimore Raven. He did nothing as a Washington football team guy. He got rid of him in 5 days. Didn't even suit up. Did nothing with Cleveland. Didn't do nothing with the Jets. I'm not as big on that as everybody else is, man. I expect nothing from him. Really. Stay healthy. Stay healthy, and maybe he'll prove that he can play. His old man played here, man. Maybe it'll give him a jump start. I don't know what we're doing here in the Windy City. you get rid of guys, bro. You're getting rid of guys over there. My goal will be Super Bowl in 2024. That'd be nice, man. I agree, Mark. LOL, year 3-4, look out. 3 and 4. What's that? 3-4? Yeah, year 3 to 4. Look out. 100%, bro. You know what I mean? When we agree, buddy. We don't agree much, but we have been agreeing lately. What's going on? Is the sky? It's not the apocalypse, man. Me and Dr. Detroit are getting along. Me and the Double D. We're agreeing on things. Cats and dogs living together. It's Ghostbusters Bill Murray, by the way. Remember? Parsons is going to slide and Lance will slide, in my opinion. You think so? Man, I still like. I don't know. Okay, we're going to disagree here. I think Lance is getting picked in the top 5, and I think Parsons, if anything, Parsons might. I do kind of agree with that. If he gets past the Lions, I think he might. But Carolina might grab him at 8, man. If all those quarterbacks are gone. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. I can't wait to do this live, man, with you guys. I can't wait to do it live. ISN, I think we're doing something for that. Infinite Sports Network. It's going to be, hopefully it's all of us. Hopefully it's every single one of us, I hope, is in this live chat. They're doing a stream, man. We're supposed to be. So I just don't know what site we'll be probably doing it on. I'm guessing Micro Mics. I'm guessing. That's my guess. But who knows? Could be Grid too. Why not Super Bowl 2022? Woo, Jimbo. Dr. Detroit Lions are going to have at least $60 million to spend for that's they're contender for the playoff. A lot of money, man. A lot of coin. So do I, dude. I love him, man. He's my number 2. He's my number 2, brother. He's my number 2. I like him over Fields. I like him over Wilson. I just do, man. I just do. Fields is probably should be the number 2. Zach Wilson and him have kind of been jumping back and forth. But I like Trey Lance as my number 2 quarterback coming up. I don't think Trox is a Bears fan. He better not be. Bears are. It's up, MSU Detroit fan. The Bears are already a mess taking Dalton over Wilson. Bro, they tried. They offered 3 first-round picks and 2 starters. The Seattle Seahawks said no. That's on Seattle, man, not Chicago, brother. That's on Seattle. DoorDash Dad. Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on? Grid? Is that you, bro? I know you do DoorDash too, but if not, thank you. Anyways, brother, DoorDash 65 more to go. Do I got some? I don't know where my phone is. If it's 65, then I got some subs, man. Appreciate it, guys. Spread the word. Spread the word. I'm trying to get to 1,000, man. When I did this, man, and I'm going to do a video on this. I really appreciate that everything that you guys bring to me, man. I love football is my passion. Sports is my passion. I've been concentrating a lot on football lately. I've been keeping the Tigers in the back burner. So I got a lot of catching up to do. That's why I haven't done no Tiger videos. They're coming though. But when I started doing this, guys, probably basically about a year ago, like I think it's like almost a year to the day. Like it's very, very close. I thought I was going to get 40 to 50 subscribers, man. I'm not lying to you guys. I'm not lying. I just was like, yeah, I'll just talk to my buddies, man. It'll be really cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we can shoot the bull through Facebook, YouTube, on all that stuff, man. Back and forth. Now it's like, man, I'm almost at 1,000, man. It's like I'm getting there. I love it. You guys are awesome. You guys are so awesome, man. Seriously, I appreciate it so much, man. That really. But I'm going to do a video on it with an appreciation video, man. It's coming. It's coming soon, man. You guys are awesome. You're building the Bears. Lions will be in the playoffs 2023. Anything can happen. I think so too, bro. I'm a Lions, Cardinals, and Steelers fan, not Orum, but I am an NFL fan. But I'm going to do a Bears rebuild for the Bears fans I got in my channel. Awesome, brother. See, man, our boy Trox, man, helping out people in the NFC North. You know what I'm saying? I love you, Trox. You're a good man, bro. Demolish the Packers also and make sure they stay tanking. That's it, man. Mark Orum. Jeremiah can put on sides, but I think he already did. I hope so, bro, because he was 215. I think he needs to be able 225. He needs to be. I think guys like Leonard and stuff like that. Darius Leonard, Telvin Smith were really small coming out, and played. And there's Leonard's about 225, 230 now though. Leonard, he has to be about 230, 225 at least. Telvin Smith was about 220. Old, not old, but Jacksonville Jaguars linebacker. If he can put on size, man, I still don't like him at 7. I still don't like him at 7. Trade back, and then if you want to take that linebacker, take him. I just don't like him at 7, man. Did you call up the podcast recently? I thought I recognized your voice. Me? No. What? POD podcast recently? No, bro. You asking me that question, obviously? No, sir. I don't even know what that is. POD podcast. Am I subscribed to that? No, man. If I had the number, I'll give a ring ding ding to you guys. For sure, man. 100% I would. Thanks, Brandon Walsh. Thanks, brother. You're a good man. That picture is worth 1,000 words, man. That's a little bit of oh man, what's that from? Is that from that? Oh, what's that from, man? I know it's Stiller. Yeah, I remember. Oh man, awesome job, Orum. Thanks, Chase. Thanks, buddy. I did a mock draft Tuesday. I might do one. We'll see. Thanks, Vash. What's up, James Hollifield? What's up? How's it going, brother? How about Jamar Chase? You know what, man? Not at 7. I love him, though. Kind of reminds me of an Anquan Bolden type guy. You know what I mean? He's not going to burn you. He's physical. I like him as an Anquan Bolden type wide receiver, but I wouldn't take him at 7, man. I don't want a wide receiver at 7. I don't want a wide receiver at 7. We've been down this road too much. You know, with grabbing wide receivers in the first round, it's never gotten us anywhere. It's never gotten us anywhere. We had arguably one of the best wide receivers to ever play the game, Calvin Johnson. We took him number 2 overall. You know what I mean, man? Like he's a top. I think he's the top 5 wide receiver to ever play the game. Calvin, at worst, top 7. You know what I mean? And we won nothing with him. And I'm not blaming him. But we have to build this right, man. It's got to be built right. And grabbing wide receivers when you don't have the luxury of doing it doesn't help. Oh, I think so too, man. I think he'll get his 500. Going for his 3,000 hit too, isn't he? Or does he already have that? Our defense needs. I hope it proves a lot, man. Addition by subtraction. It's going to improve because of the guys we're getting rid of. Viking Queens still got a top run supporter on defense, and Cook's health is a deciding factor, but it's a battle of the basement for Bears and Lions this year. Anything can happen, no doubt, but as a realist, can't drink the Kool-Aid just yet. Got to see how they do first of the half of the year. Yeah, the Vikings are still going to be there, man. The Vikings will be there. They still got a really good defense, man. You know what I mean? So there'll be a problem, and they got a good offense, man. Mark Orum. Orum's form. Fuller and someone else from the Bear. Yeah, Fuller could be a Lion. I can't remember who else. I think Fuller signed with Denver, bro. I think Fuller signed with the Denver Broncos. Don't quote me on that, but I think he did. What's up, Lucas Maroney? That's a great pick, bro. Who do you want with pick number 7 if we don't trade up? I want Micah Parsons, man, the linebacker out of Penn State, or Rashawn Taylor, the offensive lineman. I'm not going to call him an offensive tackle. From Northwestern Wildcats. Those are the two guys that I'm really coveting a lot. Those are the two guys that I really love. Parsons got the edge on him, though. Connor Fuller's off the market. He's a Bronco, right? Jimbo G. Telvin Jenkins is a really good right tackle. That's moving up the boards. He is. I like Telvin Jenkins as well. I forgot about him. That I did. Awesome, bro. You're okay. Then I will accept your friend request. I was a bad boy and I got banned, so I don't know if I can accept it just now. I think I can accept friend requests, but I was a bad boy and I got banned. I run my mouth sometimes a little bit too much. Us Canadians are, you know, we're a friendly bunch, but I got a little bit of a temper sometimes, and I didn't really say anything wrong, man. I swore at a guy and I just called him a keyboard warrior chump. Use the F word. You know what I mean? I think it's that bad. But they're gunning for me because I got a history. I need to watch my mouth. But what are you going to do? I ain't either, but with this championship player, coach, I love it, man. Well, it's facts. You've both seen crazy things happen in the NFL, so I won't rule out anything. I can't believe we've been doing this for an hour and 47. It's awesome, man. What is knock on Telvin Jenkins? Would you be cool with the Lions taking him? Not at 7, bro. Second round, 100%. Parsons plays like a linebacker that's only been playing the position for a couple years because he has been. He's only been playing it for a couple of years, man. That's a reality. That's an absolute reality. He gets misdirected a lot, and I think his real value is at a pass rusher. He's a phenomenal pass rusher. He is. He's a phenomenal pass rusher. I compare him, and I got blasted on the internet for this. I compared him to Patrick Willis. You know what I mean? Patrick Willis with a little bit of Von Miller in him. He's not as bendy or athletic as Miller. Miller's insane with the way he can get around a tackle or a guard or anybody he's trying to get around, running back, whoever he's trying to get around, he's insane. That's who he compares me to. That's who I compare him to. He plays like Patrick Willis, and he reminds me of a little bit of Von Miller in him. And he's a guy that's not going to come off the field. And you're right, though. He does play like a linebacker that's only been playing for a couple of years because that's what he's been doing. He was literally recruited as a defensive end out of high school. 5-star defensive end. But he was told, you're playing linebacker for me. Whoever the coach was, again, I forget who the coach was. He was like, you're playing linebacker for me. And he only played a couple seasons. Opted out this year. He barely played his freshman year, but he led his team in tackles, by the way. And he started one game, played 2019 season, and led the team in tackles again. Some 5.5, 6 sacks, something like that. He's if you're going to knock anything about his game, there's 2 things you can knock about Micah Parsons' game. 2 things, okay? 2 things. And I don't think it's that big of a deal. His coverage skills are not the best man-to-man. He's better in his zone coverage. He's better in zone coverage because his read and reaction abilities are through the roof. He can read a quarterback really well, and he can read tight ends, running back. He can run with any tight end and any running back. at all. He can run with any of those guys. But he's not great in man coverage. He's not the best. He's better in a drop back in a zone and read and react. That's when he's better. And the other thing is, he doesn't bring the wood like you really want him to. He's more of a guy that will kind of grab you and kind of drag you down. He's not a guy that's going to come because he's always trying to make the tackle. He's not trying to light you up. He just wants to make sure that he gets you and brings you down. And he's bringing you down. It's just that maybe that player, a running back or a tight end, whoever, is going to get an extra 1 or 2 yards. That can be – those things are coachable. To be a little bit more aggressive, and just to be a little bit more savvy on the field when you're dropping back in coverage. But he's a guy that's not coming off the field. He's not coming off the field, man, at all. I love him at 7. I love him, man. I'm going to bang the table. I'm banging the table for that kid at 7, man. Ooh. If he's there, bro. Yeah, I guess he could be there, right? Grab Isaiah Wilson, man. Bro, that guy's nothing. He needs to go see a psychiatrist, that kid, first. He needs help. He needs help. Drafted in the first round by the Titans, and you pretty much got yourself kicked off that team, okay? You got released because you didn't want help. And then Miami picks you up. Then everyone's like, oh, that's a great pick. I think they ended up giving him a 7th-round pick or something for him, Miami. And Miami drops him because he's late to the physical, late to a couple, didn't show up at a workout, and refused help. He refused help, saying, I don't want help. And then he goes on Instagram or wherever he goes on, and he's sitting there on top of a car, partying, smoking dope. Like, come on, man. In a car, I think he's huffing on a pen, huffing on a vape pen. Come on, man. Kid's got all kinds of talent. You don't want help? Bye. You know what I mean? Like, I would bring him in for a workout, sure. Read him, man. See what type of kid he is. He doesn't show up. He doesn't show up though. Like he's late for the meeting or he's late for the workout. Lock the doors. I wouldn't even let him in the building. You know what I mean? A kid like that, man, opportunity is right in front of him, Dolo, and he is letting it all slip away. He's going to run right through all that money that he got paid, but that he got paid from Tennessee too. I wish the kid the best. I hope he gets his life together, man, but it looks like he's down a bad path, man. What's up, Baseball Card Exchange? Oh, yeah, I love it, man. Wide receiver still available. T.Y. Hilton, Antonio Brown, Sammy Watkins, Josh Reynolds. I think T.Y. is going to be probably a little bit too expensive. Antonio won't come here. Sammy Watkins is going to be a bit expensive, I think, too, even though he's a Band-Aid. Josh Reynolds, I wouldn't mind because he's got some what's it called? Familiarity with Jared Goff because he's an ex-Ram. Bring him on. Yeah, people thought Perryman's dad was a bust. Yeah, he was in New Orleans, man. He wasn't very good. And I don't remember exactly how he came about. I don't know if we traded for him, if you picked him up in free agency, but he was awesome from like 91 to 96, I believe. 95 and 96, Brett Perryman went absolutely bananas on the football field for the Lions. He was phenomenal. But he had a stretch there of 5 to 6 years where he was a really good wide receiver for Detroit. Brett was a stud over them. He was, man. He was fun to watch, man. He had the loose jersey. I always remember him with the loose jersey, man, the arms. Antonio Brown, it would be nice, but I just don't think he'd come here, bro. I just don't think he would come here. I love Antonio Brown. I would love his skill set. He still could probably be a number 1 wide receiver. He's more better set as a number 2 now. But I think he's sticking around with either he's gonna get re-signed by Tampa Bay or he's gonna retire. That's my guess. What's up, brother? Old man Varick. Old man Maverick. Love it, man. I love that, man. I love that avatar, bro. That's cool. What's up, Lions fan 95? What's up, buddy? Playoff team this year. Woo! Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. I don't think so, but let's go anyways. Yeah, turn it around, boys. Antoine might help them as I think so too, man. Rashad Perryman had him in Tampa Bay, so the Lions went and picked him up. So maybe they think that too, bro. I think a new uniform for Perryman, that new quarterback will give him enough to produce something in the try. I hope so, bro. Like we said, we were just talking about Antoine Randall. He's our new wide receiver coach. Perryman had him in Tampa Bay. I just don't see, man. I'm not putting any faith in him right now. I can't, man. He's got so much talent, though. That's the funny thing about it. He's got the talent. You know what I mean? It's just that he's never shown it on the field. One time in Tampa Bay. So you see it once, it's got to be there, right? It's got to be somewhat there. So it'd be nice, man. We all need to see the draft, my man. Could Coach Campbell, Lion Energy, keep AB in line? Maybe a good option at the lot. A lot. Need to sign another wide receiver and then draft at least one. Personally, I think they're going to draft one for sure. I agree with you there. I think they're done picking anybody up. Maybe they might pick up Josh Reynolds. That could be if they pick up Josh Reynolds. If they go and pick up Josh Reynolds, I don't see him drafting one. Maybe super late. Maybe later than like I'm talking third, fourth round. That's not really super late, but that's like because you'll have your guys there because you're going to need another one. You are good with Williams and Perryman with their injury history. You're 100% right. They're going to need at least one more. They're going to need at least one more. Now, could they keep AB in line with Campbell's energy? I don't know, man. I don't really know. He's not coming to a good football team. I just don't know what his mindset is. I know he's gotten better. He's gotten help, which is great. I just don't know how his mindset would be to come to Detroit, man. And what does he want to be part of a rebuild? You know what I mean? Some of these cats don't want to be part of a rebuild, man. Yeah, we talked about it earlier, bro. How you feeling about Giants getting Kenny? Must be weird. You know what, man? There was like rumors for so long about him going to New York that I was kind of like, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm never going to get rid of this guy. I think we overpaid for him. I do. I think he's a great talent. Don't get me wrong. I think he can be a top 10, top 12 talent at that position in the NFL when healthy. I think he's got that. I think he's that good. But I'm still not paying him. I still don't like paying him $18 million. But that's the way Dave Gettleman, our GM in New York, runs. That's what they do, man. They're just they're train wrecks, man. They're complete train wrecks. Gettleman is a train wreck. If anybody he reminds me of Matt Millen. Matt Millen was what? In Detroit for 9 years? Gettleman's been there since 2018. If they don't get him out of town, he's going to set that franchise, my Giants, he's going to set them back 8 to 10 years if they don't get him out of town. I think he's hanging by a thread. I don't think I don't know how much longer they're going to be able to give that guy, to tell you the truth. He's destroying that team. He's destroying it. He really is. So it is a little bit weird, but it's something that I was kind of expecting because I knew the Giants were heavily in pursuit of him. I read that months and months and months ago that the Giants were very, very high probability rate of grabbing him. So I'm not that shocked. You know what I mean? But it is a little bit weird. But I wish nothing the best for him, man. I just think they overpaid for a guy that's a Band-Aid and he's a major diva. I think he's a huge diva. Russ turns it over more than Trubisky, though. Russell Wilson? Is that what we're talking about? We're not comparing Russell Wilson to Mitch Trubisky, are we, bro? Come on, my man. Russell also throws double the touchdowns than Trubisky. Yeah, well, bro, how are we? What are we doing here? Did I miss something here? I'm on a loss. Russell Wilson and Mitch Trubisky. Oh my God. Russell Wilson's a Hall of Fame quarterback. Mitch Trubisky is shining the shoes of Josh Allen right now. What are we talking about here, guys? Jimbo, I was a guy who said 12-4, win the division every year. And Trox, you finally smartened up. I love you, Trox. 12-4, win the division every year. Oh, no. I ain't falling for that this year, my man. No way. Thanks, brother. Subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Awesome, man. I love everyone in the chat, man. It's great. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm getting close to 1,000. I was at 937 right now, guys. I'm getting up there. What's the math for us? 97, about 63 away. 63 away about, man. This is awesome. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, Chase. You're the man, bro. Brandon Kenny, thank you, bro. Thank you. I could do this for hours, guys. We're already at 2 hours, man. This is awesome, man. This is awesome. And I'm gonna have to be going now, though, man. I'm gonna have to be going now because I'll be cutting into some time. My boy, Let's Go Lions, is on right now. I don't want to cut too much into his time, man. Thanks a lot, guys. If I didn't get to you guys, man, I'm so sorry. Zach J, thanks for tuning in, bro. You're making me hungry, Go Lions. I'm coming over for beers. Man, and some corned beef and cabbage, bro. That's what I'm doing. That's a phenomenal meal, my man. Okay? But, guys, I really got to go. There's a guy, one of our guys in ISN is actually starting at 7 o'clock doing his live feed. I didn't want to eat into it, and I'm eating into it right now, guys. I'm trying to show – okay, guys? So, later on, man, thanks a lot. Go Lions. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate it a lot. You guys are awesome, man. I'll be doing this. I'm probably going to do it again next Sunday. I'm back, baby. Let's go. See you guys. Go Lions. Woo!